Hello and welcome. Today, we're doing something a little different here. To give you some backstory, I grew up, my father was an Oldsmobile man. Always had an Oldsmobile all the way up until the minivan craze of the late 90s, as a matter of fact, when he finally, after his Oldsmobile station wagon was stolen, he bought his first minivan. It was a 93 Grand Voyager LE all-wheel drive. He loved that thing, especially because of the all-wheel drive, living in Michigan, in the Detroit area, where they often don't plow the roads. All-wheel drive came in handy, and he got used to it. So when that was stolen and totaled, we picked up another, this time a Grand Caravan LE all-wheel drive. And it was stolen. So then, after a while, I found him another Grand Caravan LE all-wheel drive, which he kept for years. They tried to steal it a few times, were unsuccessful, and then finally, one morning, the car was gone. And it was found, gutted, and destroyed. So I said enough. No more Grand Caravans, no more Chrysler minivans. I went out and got him a 99 Odyssey. It didn't have all-wheel drive, and he didn't like it too much. So then I came across an Oldsmobile Silhouette GLS all-wheel drive. Got it for him thinking, this is it, all-wheel drive, and it's an Oldsmobile. He didn't like the feel to it, and also my stepmom didn't like it either. It was uncomfortable for them. So then I eventually found him another Honda Odyssey, 2004. Bought it from the original owner, and that one seemed to last forever. I think we had it 9 years till finally it started to show its age. And my father had never had a new car before, so I had just got a promotion at work and figured, what the heck, why not? Went and leased him, nothing too fancy, just a little SUV. And he had it for 3 years, and the lease just ended. And with everything going on in the pandemic, and we were looking for another SUV, Highlander, Pilot, Escape, even something along those lines, CRV, RAV4, couldn't touch them. So, lo and behold, I came across this ad in North Carolina for a 2009 Honda Odyssey EXL. And called the guy, and he said it was pending. So a few hours later, he contacts me and says, it didn't sell. Would you like it? Asked him a few questions. He told me what the mechanic for the previous customers had said the car needed. And he represented the car very well. Now, buying a car online sometimes is really difficult, especially when you don't have somebody to go look at it for you. And it's not in front of you. Pictures don't always tell the whole story. However, he was very descriptive, and he exposed every little fault that the car had. So I offered him a deposit, and when I gave him my itinerary, he said, no, that's good enough. That was a good sign. And the car was exactly as he represented it, which is quite rare. Sometimes they're better, sometimes they're worse. Usually they're worse. So we picked it up and drove it back from North Carolina, around Greensboro, through the mountains. I took the scenic route, not the fastest route. Stopped in a hotel there in Princeton, West Virginia. Stayed the night there, beautiful scenery. And drove it back. And as you can see, the van's pretty clean. No rust on it. So this car is originally from California and then spent the last few years of its life in North Carolina. Zero rust. You could eat off the underside. And it was just, it was a fun ride back. Took my wife with me, made a road trip out of it. And the rest is history, as they say.
Welcome to Ohio.